Let's see who uploaded.
Oh look, a video from D3. Okay, here we go.
Mom, get the camera! So Vegito Blue has finally been announced after 5 months or so it's basically been a very long time. But the question is the Japanese version of the game going to get it? Is it going to be global exclusive? Because if they drop it at the same time, I would imagine that quite a few people will be annoyed. But at the moment, just going off the Transcended Ultra Rare, I'm somewhat disappointed. But keep in mind that he is free and he has a ton of potential like we've seen in previous LRs. And what I think is going to happen and what I think should happen is that when he Dokkans into LR Vegito Blue, they're going to give him counters and obviously some damage reduction, because at the moment he's okay. Like, he's probably the second best or the first best free LR. Obviously you have the 1000-day, pardon me, LR Goku, who is an absolutely incredible unit. But just quickly go over what he does. Again, keep in mind that this is him as a Transcended Ultra Rare. No LR card in the database just yet, which a lot of people have pointed out is mostly because they are planning to release that LR on Christmas, which is a bit of an interesting one, but supposedly he is coming out on the 15th of the month, and in 3 days, actually, we are also going to have the release of Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, but I'm going to go a bit more, I'm going to go over that a bit more in a few moments. So he gives 2 key to Super types, or, wait, okay, so it's Super types, hold on, hold the phone. For some reason, initially, I read that as STR types. Okay then, so he gives a 2 key to Super types, so he is essentially a hero lead, and I would imagine that that is going to go up to at least 80%, maybe higher, so he is going to be the leader for heroes, and hopefully it's going to be a more significant boost than Vegito Blue, or it definitely should be, considering how much it is right now as a Transcended Ultra Rare. And now I'm curious, are they going to do the exact same thing for Super Saiyan Rose, because that would definitely be cool, or are they just simply going to make the leader different, maybe merge Masu? Definitely curious to see what they do. So 2 key to Super types, as well as a 40% stat boost, Big Bang attack, raises attack and defense, causes supreme damage, and so far, just basing it off the super attack mechanic, he seems very similar to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because he does that as well. Obviously, different super attack animations, but Gogeta does have immense damage, and Vegito Blue most likely will have immense damage as well once he awakens. Overflowing fusion power, attack plus 60%, or attack and defense plus 60%, raises ki by up to 8, so less health you have, the greater the ki boost. So I'd imagine that this is going to work based on the bar. So obviously, so if you have a look at your health, each bar represents 10%, so obviously the total thing is going to represent 100%, and can go up by at least 80%, so the less health you have, the more ki you're going to get. So I would imagine that it maybe stops at 20%, or maybe it starts at 80, which means, well, that wouldn't make any sense, because if you get to 0, okay, it probably starts at 100, and if you get to 20%, that's where it's going to stop. But I would imagine that when he Dokkans into an LR, is obviously going to go up. Well, it's either going to stay the same or go up. I don't necessarily see it going up, and one of the main reasons why is because he already has a pretty solid link. So, of course, he has Fuse Fighter, Prepare for Battle, Shattering the Limit, or as a lot of people call it, Shafting the Limit. So, it definitely will be interesting to see, pardon me, what they end up doing with the Awakened Legendary Rare card. I mentioned this on Twitter. What I think is going to happen is he's obviously going to get the Super Saiyan link, maybe Warrior Gods. No Fierce Battle, obviously, because we know that he awakens with the Special Patara medal, which I believe you can obtain from the barbershop, but he is most likely going to get Over in a Flash. They are most likely going to get rid of Brainiacs, because Brainiacs is a bit of an odd link, to be honest, but if they key, that's going to be kind of pointless, just because not that many units have that link, so that would definitely be an interesting one to keep. But he has what? He has 6 key... He has 6 key links, or 6 links in total. He can have 7 overall, so they can add 1 more, and they will most likely take 1 away, which I'm hoping is Brainiacs. Just add Super Saiyan, add Over in a Flash, and you're good. Even without Over in a Flash, he is still going to be a good unit when it comes to linking. For STRs, honestly, a bit of an interesting one because you can play multiple scenarios, but the fact that he gives himself key anyway isn't that much of an issue. But definitely curious to see what they do to his passive, and I don't know if I mentioned this just yet, but I think what they're going to do to his passive is add the counters and obviously damage reduction as soon as he Dokkans into LR Vegito Blue. But at the moment, I don't particularly know how I feel. I was honestly expecting him to be a summonable one, but Bandai out here giving free LRs again, which is not a bad thing. And of course, the way that you obtain LR Vegito Blue is by using this Supreme Kai currency or the Whis currency. It's one of the two. I believe they refer to it as the Supreme Kai currency, which is the one that you obtain by completing or by doing certain missions on the story events. So I think I've pretty much covered everything. Wait, no, that's wrong. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks as well. So Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, if you care, is coming out in around 2 days or so. And I honestly recommend that you go for him because Physical is easily one of the best teams when it comes to the Japanese version of the game. To be honest, it's probably the best team in the game right now. I mean, it's one of the best types for sure. It may not necessarily be the best team, but it's definitely one of the best types. You have the Dokkan Awakening for the Super Saiyan Gotenks, and of course the STR Gotenks as well. You both have farmable super attacks. I mean, the Super Saiyan Gotenks, the base agility Gotenks does awaken to a Super Saiyan Gotenks, but you're farming their super attacks before that anyway, because obviously you want that 100% chance or the 50% chance if you don't want to waste your medals. Or Zenny, we are finally getting the hit and carve, so they are like pushing these out at a pretty decent rate. Obviously, we did have the STR banner quite a while back, but for some reason they didn't release these guys, even though they were releasing all the other support units. But we are finally getting them, and this is coming on the 12th, which is good because you'll be able to get more Kais if you don't have any, and I kind of need them on Global, or JP rather, so it would be nice if they release the type banners on JP, but nothing just yet. So I just quickly go over the dates and such. So Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is coming out on the 10th of the month. Again, time zones and such for the UK, it's going to be the 11th, early morning. If you take a look at the hits and carb of the STR type banner in 4 days for most of you guys over in the US. For us in the UK, it's going to be 5 days. And then obviously Vegito Blue is going, well, as far as we know, Vegito Blue is going to be dropping with, you know, these guys here. But like I mentioned earlier, he could potentially be dropping in Christmas, which will be a bit of an interesting one, but I'm curious to see what they do. And let's just quickly hop over to the Dokkan subreddit. Of course, shout out to them as always. There is any additional information, I think it actually goes over the medals and such that they use. So Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, I already went over that. LR Vegito Blue announced, confirmed to be a new SSR, seems to be free and will be obtained by trading in Supreme Kai stones. I assume these are the purple things, or purple orb things. Announcement ends on the 15th of the month, so that's when we assume that it's going to be coming out. And we have the Patara Medal Yisu Dokkan SSR Vegito. New missions coming when Vegito comes out that reward Supreme Kai Stone. So if you've already done all of them, you can get more from here. Goku Jr. event, new event mission starting tomorrow, actually. Okay, that's cool. Completing orb events seems to be the all 5 daily events. Okay, so you can do all the orb events daily for the different types. Turtle School training of stones. Orb event is daily. Stones. Turtle School is not. So you basically can get more stones from completing certain events daily. And there it is. The Patara medal required to awaken the Vegito character. Specific medal required for awakening. 12 awaken Zenny. So that's how much it obviously costs to awaken a unit that requires these medals, which isn't necessarily too much. And then 12 power points. I think that's how much it sells for. I initially thought, wait, is this how much it actually, sells for in a barbershop? That's how much you buy it for? No, that's how much you can sell them for. I think I've pretty much covered everything. Shout out to you guys as always for just watching the video. Even if it's just a minute, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video as always. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Let me know your thoughts about Vegito Blue in the comment section down below, and what just let me know what you think about Global and what is going to be coming up in the coming days. And of course, you think JP is going to get LR Vegito Blue as well? Let me know in the comment section down below as always, and I will see you all in the next one. What do you think about LR Vegito Blue? I personally think it's a pretty good unit, and is probably going to be pretty damn good once we actually see the full LR card. I personally think that he's pretty damn good for a free unit. Yeah, exactly. For a free unit, he is pretty damn good. We haven't even seen the full card yet, so I would imagine that you're going to see something pretty special.